Peace up. V's in your mouth. A-Town down, bitch. That's right, Atlanta. We are so excited to be pulling up again to y'all. And we love the Whoreible in Atlanta, okay?
Because we classy, Buckhead.
Oh, my God.
But I want the Bankhead niggas to come.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all, make sure you go on over now to Whoreible.com and get your tickets now. October 19th, we are in Atlanta and we want to see the Whoreible there.
Now, just to be clear, if the tickets are sold out by the time you see this video, by the time it reaches your inbox, by the time you click on it, hopefully that day somebody may release their tickets, but it is very limited. We want you to know this is our final show in Atlanta. We've appreciated y'all over the years so much. And yes, this is a ploy to get you to go to Whoreible.com and buy your tickets. Hey y'all, welcome back to Whoreible Decisions. Unfortunately, Mandy had another obligation today. So I have a special guest and Alex English is going to be Mandy today. Do you know anything Mandy says? We need one Mandyism.
Oh, I don't know. I wish I'm a bad friend. First of all, we go back.
No, he said I don't listen to the podcast, but support black girls.
No, it's not y'all. It's not y'all. I don't really listen to anybody's podcast.
Me neither.
All of my friends got people's podcasts, so I don't really know the stuff, but we go back though.
I know.
Oh, look, like a decade.
Do you know how I described you today to someone? I said, oh, Alex English is going to be filling in for the guest we have today. Mm-hmm. He said, why do I know that name? I was like, he's a Twitter nigga.
That's how I started. Yeah.
Now, our special guest today is Punkie Johnson.
Oh, special. All right.
Yeah. I mean, yay. You might know her and Alex from Bleep Bleep Bleep, the acronym.
You not saying it?
We don't know if
what LGBTQ? Is that what you mean?
I was going to say SNL. Damn.
SNL. Why you beeping it out?
Well, we don't know if we can say it because of the strike. Can we?
Yes.
We're not promoting the show.
You're not promoting the show.
Oh, all right.
Nigga, chill out. Okay, like,
look,
you
I be
good.
scared. I need my health insurance.
Well, Punkie's on screen. I'm behind the scenes, but
oh shit, I thought you were behind the scenes too.
I see. He don't listen to the podcast.
I'm a writer. You don't watch SNL.
You know how I know you from Love Life?
Yeah.
Right.
I was
I forgot. You know what? Niggas don't watch SNL. I forgot.
Yes, they do. They just watch it on YouTube
we're like
on Sunday like
on
everybody
there today.
else.
Kim Kardashian is on today. Shit. Alex and I literally saw each other last week when I threw up all over the place at that Uno.
Oh, you did?
What'd you think happened to me?
I thought you was just fucked up. I didn't know you was that fucked up.
I appreciate.
Well, no, because you know what? Actually, I have to address you for a second. Because, first of all, we were playing Uno and we were having a great time. But Weezy decides she's the type of person like that. I discovered this that you like to like leave the table in the middle of a Uno
because
game.
I had to vomit. Alex.
Yeah, but girl, that messes up the game flow. Okay, and people were debating, and it was affecting my hand too. So I was trying to be Uno out in this bitch, and you leaving, and then motherfuckers now hitting me with reverses and stuff. So I was like, what is going on with her? I didn't know you had to throw up though. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I was chipmunking at the moment.
I had no idea.
And I was just trying to be cool and not act like I was gonna throw up all over the place.
Well, that's what you give it drinking that mushroom drink.
I was allergic to eggs. And the chef, put egg in my food.
She had great food though. Oh, but you ate that egg dish, the first thing that
So anyway, let's talk about Punkie. So you got a new podcast out.
Yeah.
With your co-host who loves this show, but ain't here. It's fine. Tell us about your new podcast.
That's a long story. We're going to get it next time. Yeah, man. Y'all got to listen to Love Thang Podcast. Download, subscribe. I'm just sitting up there being stupid with my bestie, giving unsolicited, unprofessional love advice. That's all.
Are people writing in?
Some people write in. Some people call in. I mean, my stories be lit if I ask a question for somebody to come be in the pod. It be lit. Now, that be lit. But I need y'all to download and subscribe. That's the part that need to be lit.
It just started, right?
Yeah, it just started.
Yeah.
You gotta give it some time.
Yeah. You already like, we in the tank. We ain't.
She like, and that's why I'm here with y'all whole ass.
Well, it's so crazy because people rather write a letter than jump on to.
Me too.
They don't like want their voice on, their face on. They don't want people to know their name, where they from.
And you know what's crazy? Like, we need letters for podcasts, but I'm also be thinking like, who the fuck would type this shit up and send it into a podcast? Bro, we've had people fuck their sisters, their stepsisters, brothers. Like, it's so...
Yes.
It's like Maury. The last 7 years of the show, there's so many people that, like, I've almost felt guilty for how down I've talked on them.
I could see you hosting a Jerry Springer style talk show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to...
as well.
I wanted to be Jenny Jones when I was growing up.
Oh, didn't we all? And Ricky Lake.
So,
and Sally Jesse Raphael.
Okay, wait. If you had to pick an old school talk show host, who would you be?
Ricky. I love Ricky Lake. She was one of my faves.
Are you saying that because Ricky looked a little gay?
Well, I just loved, I don't know, it was just something about Ricky Lake. It was her face, it was her smile, it was her nose. I mean, I would have tapped that, but I mean, you know.
She did have the vibe, right?
It's Montel for me.
Ooh.
Montel Williams.
Ricky just had the Rick.
Kamala's
Ricky.
old piece. Have you seen those pictures before?
What?
No.
You're dropping the
Kamala
tea.
Harris used to date Montel Williams. Or at least I think.
I always thought she was like a white man lover.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is now. But, but back in the day, hey.
Who else? I'm trying to think.
She was out here in these streets.
Oh.
I could see it though.
Mm-hmm.
If Kamala had a cute baldy, I feel like we would like her more.
There's a photo out there of like her from like 2002 or something.
Maybe
like
when they broke up, that's when she
With her-
started
with her
prosecuting
titties
all the
out.
black
I would like to
people.
know what happened to that. That sounds like it'd be a good power couple.
That
right
was
now.
what happened.
She
They
wouldn't have
broke
become the
up.
vice president if she.
There's no way in hell. She wouldn't have been fucking sending all these niggas to jail. She would have still had a black man on her side. All right, Punkie, I have some questions for you.
Mm.
Okay? These are icebreakers. And this is our favorite question we always ask.
Okay.
Eat ass, suck toes.
Oh.
Both.
You have to pick one. That's the
Oh, I gotta pick one.
So
Well,
whole
I'm
ass.
nasty. Oops. I'll suck toes first.
I
Really?
didn't know you was out here licking feet like that.
I'll lick some toes.
Mm.
I love it.
Me neither.
Mm-mm. I don't like feet.
Why you had that little look like, oh shit?
Well,
now we
because-
shaming her in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, the ass is just different. I'll do it if I like really, really, if we in some committed shit, I'll do it like after a year and a half or something.
You do it after a year and
I
a
was gonna
half.
ask what's the time.
It takes me some time to get
The
down to
pussy's
the
right
ass.
there.
It is right there. I mean, I might slip sometimes, but to lay you on your stomach and open it up and get in there, that's gonna take some time.
Lay you on the stomach. What the fuck is this, a wax?
And lay if I need to. I mean, well, how you get your ass ate?
I push my shit around up to the
Is it crazy that I'll eat ass but I don't like feet?
No, same.
Because I don't even like my own feet.
So
But-
you, this is a question. I have to ask this question. You'll eat a man's ass?
I'll eat boy butt, girl butt. If I have, I do
Whoa.
prefer girl butt though.
Like,
Like,
butt way better. Man butt.
I
I've
haven't
never
had-
been there. I don't want to go there. Man
I mean-
butt seem hairy.
it's not
It
my
can be.
favorite, but at the
But
same
not
time.
all of them are. Sorry.
No, go.
Not all of them.
I feel
Oh, you
like
might
you
not
got,
I guess I'm the expert on man ass.
I feel like you got a clean ass.
And you got one.
And I have one.
I feel like you have a clean ass. I feel like you keep it.
I'm glad you
wax
feel that way
shaved.
for
Why? Is it because you shaved his face today?
Yeah.
The curtain doesn't match the drapes.
But wait, gay niggas gotta have way cleaner of an ass than like. Tell me when you're with
I don't know
the
about gotta.
really.
Well, not all of them do. I pride myself on maintaining down there, but a lot I've been in some and it disappoints. Like I've recently like not recently, but like in the last like 2 years, I've kind of like gotten into topping because I used to just like bottom
What did it come
out of
from?
like
Age?
out of like sheer obligation. I do think that age plays a big role in my decision to kind of flip flop because I mean lately butts are like really attractive to me in a way that they weren't in my 20s.
You mean flip flop like top or bottom?
Versatile, yeah.
You know what? Age has done that for me too because I've been reversing. I've been flip flopping myself.
What is
Really?
flip-flopping in the lesbian community? So
Well,
You-
first of all, I'm not
you
taking
getting
no.
strapped?
I'm not taking no strap. Let's just lay that down right
Okay.
now.
Really?
All right.
That's what I thought you meant by I've been
Nah,
flip-flopping.
Yeah, me
real.
too.
I ain't taking no strap, but I'll take a finger from time to time. Right.
oh,
now.
you be getting finger blasted.
not
You still
blasted.
yeah.
Just from time.
People are still fingering in 2023.
I would
The
say
fucking lesbians, yes.
I'll take. I've probably been fingered maybe 4 times in the last 2 years.
The fact that you can count. Oh, in the last
What?
I
Yeah.
thought you meant in general
Yeah.
ever.
I mean, well, I guess you only really need clitoral stimulation.
Exactly. I just get up on here, right on this thing, and I'm tight. Well, see, I'm also from a place where if we seem a little feminine, we get put out the gay community.
Mm.
So
What you mean?
it's like, so I'm from New Orleans, and when I was raised, we just had these rules to mirror the heterosexual relationship. And the
Heteronorm-
second you
yeah.
seem
Yeah.
like you, like me, for instance, I play ball, I'm the masculine one. So the second I seem like I'm not, like I'm not the masculine one,
Mhm.
it's kind of like you
So-
gay.
so
if
you-
that, if
the
that
hat
makes
didn't
any
give it to
sense.
us, fucking. We didn't need to know about basketball.
So Punkie, we don't got to worry about you showing up pregnant like the brat.
No, no. Now, I mean,
Congratulations to her.
I be thinking about getting pregnant, but I just can't do it.
Is it fucked up that it's confusing all of us, even in this day and age? Sometimes when I look at the photos, I'm like, huh,
Pregnant studs.
yeah.
What is your take on pregnant studs?
If I do get pregnant, first of all, I need to know how.
Please let me be
Why?
the first person you tell after your mama.
But if I do get pregnant, it'll be all for the love of comedy. It wouldn't be because I want to. It wouldn't be because
Punkie, I
made
definitely
a
want to see
mistake.
your stand-up special. I
She
want
wanna
you
go
to
up
be
there
like
and be
Ali Wong.
Honestly, I would have the baby just for those reasons. Like
Mhm.
just for
This
comedy,
comedy
just to write,
special
just to see how
gonna
I
be
feel.
lit.
Mhm.
Okay, but wait. When you see pregnant studs, though, I mean, let's just say it's insemination. Like, I don't know. I would think that maybe studs are doing this because maybe they really want to feel more connected in some way. Because maybe
Connected to what?
to the baby, to the experience. Because there's a lot of kind of like pushing them out of the way in pregnancy. I've seen that in a lot of lesbian relationships. Like, it's kind of like they don't feel this attachment, right? You're not carrying the child. Like, you almost feel like I got to be the nigga anyway. And it's like, maybe that's that way of digging into that femininity or motherhood. I don't know.
Mhm.
I've wondered.
I can't call it because I don't know them, so I don't know their mind. I can only assume.
Yeah. Interesting. We're talking about pregnancy when my shoe looks like a gender reveal.
Pink and blue.
Just noticed that.
You know, pregnancy actually was one of my questions for you later, but one of the main icebreaker questions I had for you was, what question are you tired of men asking you? What do you feel like is the question that everybody wants to know from a lesbian?
The fingering question I just asked.
It's
2
not
minutes ago.
the questions. It's the comments. Like you haven't met the right man.
People still say
I'm
that.
38. I think we're past that. I think I get it.
Yeah.
Do you ever get dudes that are like,
I can change you.
I can bring you back to straight?
Men are asked questions like, "Have you ever got dick?" But they get mad when I ask back. Like, have you?
That's fair. Yeah.
I think it's a fair question.
But I don't think I've ever asked you that question. Have you fucked dudes before?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, wait.
I never asked.
You was
I've
giving
known her
us
for years.
righteous platinum right now.
forgot, yeah.
And you telling
Listen,
me
I want my gold star back.
Gold star.
I want my gold star.
it wasn't
you
good
do.
enough?
It first of all, I didn't want to do it. All right, I'm gonna say something.
You're on the podcast
I got
to say
caught.
it.
I got caught being gay, and that kind of mixed up the family a little bit. So my mother wasn't happy. And it wasn't the fact that she didn't like me being gay. It was the fact that she was scared for my future and she didn't want me getting picked on, blah, 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 blah. She was just sick. She was like, I just can't have my child out there getting attacked and blah, 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 blah. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to go be with men. But I did. So when I did have sex, I did it for my mama people. I didn't do it because I was urging it or craving it. It was nothing. I had to go tell this to my gay community. I didn't do it because I wanted it. I had to.
I thought this story was going to
I
get
did it
dark.
for
Not
my
that this
mama.
part isn't sad, but I thought this was going to get dark when you
No.
said I didn't want it. But this
No.
is interesting because very rarely when we talk to people about their coming out stories, do they say, I tried it for my family.
I did it for my, yes.
I don't know
I
if
took
I
one for the
did
team.
I don't know if I did it for that reason. I
Oh,
felt like
with
I
a
was-
woman?
Yeah, I felt like I was
just wanted to know.
like, you know how like it's a certain kind of food. Like I just started eating oysters for the first time. You know what I mean? But for the
Pussy.
longest, I told myself that I didn't like oysters. This is gross. It tastes weird. But like now I love them. But the reverse happened with women, where like I ate some pussy. Well, I ate a lot of pussy when I was like 15.
Really?
Because I'm gay. I wasn't putting my penis anywhere.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, but I was like, I'll eat it. I'll try it. And I know I wasn't like
All right.
satisfying
You know
her,
what I want to know
you
now? While
but
we on coming out
I was
stories?
trying.
In the row.
Mhm.
I would love to hear. Let's start with you since you already on that. Your first experience with the opposite sex.
Well, mine was actually very traumatic. I was 16 and I was visiting a lot of my family members who lived in the projects at the time. So I would go and like hang out with my cousins and stuff. And they would all ask me, knowing probably deep down inside, I heard all the gay jokes, as a teenager, but there was a girl in the projects and her name was Shay Shay. And
Okay.
I remember specifically being in my aunt's crib in the projects, and my cousins set this up for the whole summer. They were like, "Oh yeah, Alex and Shay Shay, they getting ready to get busy. We gonna make it happen." And so she really wanted to do it. So three of my male cousins all were like, "Yo, go downstairs, go to the basement. We gonna bring Shay Shay down there, and you gonna fuck." So I lost my virginity in a project basement in Detroit.
Oh.
Now, what I didn't know was that it was a setup to embarrass me. So basically, she gets on top. I know nothing. I don't know how to do anything.
You're still 16 though.
She's taking full control of everything that's going down. And then within 2 minutes, all of my cousins, all of the boys just run downstairs, cut the lights on, and start laughing.
Oh, that is traumatic.
So that's my villain. That's my gay villain origin story.
Was that your first sexual experience
That
ever?
was my first time ever.
Did you
Male or
with
female?
with anyone.
Did you come?
No.
Oh, I mean, like, did we get to the finishing round?
I don't even remember. I don't even really remember being that hard. You know what I mean? Like being fully erect like that.
It's so nerve-wracking.
So yeah, that I do credit that moment with making me completely gay.
But
Like,
did you
yeah.
know that you were gay at the time?
I think you understand. I think you know. Like at 16, you kind of like.
Or at 16,
there's
I
some
was full
thoughts,
blown.
but I don't really know what it is. I don't really have. People are calling
had
me
mine
gay,
at, like,
but I don't
8.
really know. Yeah.
8 years old. My mom told me she knew I was like gay because I mean I dabble. But my mom was like, "Oh, I knew it when you were acting a certain way with your friends." She was like, "I felt it." Now my mom is a total hag. Okay, like I was born in San Francisco. My godfather was a drag queen, but so she was excited about it. I think, but like literally was like you were acting way too attached to them in ways that was like ridiculous. Like if they left the house, you were so upset. Like I could tell it was a crush more than it was a friendship.
Oh.
He was a girl's girl.
A little too much. I would hunch all the neighbors.
Yeah, but I did have a first gay kiss that was.
Was it like Moonlight?
Not really. I mean, I lived in this like apartment complex, and this Jewish family had this mixed kid from Canada who would come and visit. He would visit his grandparents. These two Jews, this like older Jewish couple lived near our apartment, and so they saw me playing alone one time, and they were like, "Oh, our grandson comes to visits us every so often from Toronto. Well, you should play with him." And he had to be like a year younger than me. So I'm like, if I'm like in the 7th grade, he's in the 6th grade. So we would spend a lot of time together. And we were playing like Nintendo 64 one time. And I like told him to close his eyes. And I kissed him. And he didn't. And to this day, I don't know whatever.
That's a good one.
I don't know whatever became of him.
I might do that shit tonight.
I don't know whatever happened.
you
Yeah,
should-
get a video game started, get on your Switch and like,
That's
let it.
hot.
But he
Yeah.
was half black, half Jewish. So he was Drake.
That's me.
He was
But
Drake.
was he gay though?
I don't know. I don't know what happened to him.
better find that
I don't know.
So he took the kiss.
Brian, I remember his name. Brian, if you're out there,
And you're still a Jew.
if it's
He probably rich.
yeah, I know, right?
Okay, what was yours, Punkie?
Yeah.
My coming out story?
Mm.
What was your first girl experience? Or opposite sex experience?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh God. Ooh.
That was
How
the
old
one
were
you were
you?
talking about then.
It's very different because for women it's not. I don't think. I mean, I've talked to so many women. I don't think there's a great first experience because first of all, we're young. 9 times out of 10, we're not 25 breaking out virginities for the most of us. And second of all, we probably dealing with somebody who's also a damn virgin, so they don't know how to be sensual and know how to do it. And if we messing with a dude that's also our age and don't really know what they doing, that mean they just rushing.
Had
So
you,
it's
had you
always
had any
awful.
experiences that you wanted to, like he said he wanted to eat pussy?
I wanted to eat pussy.
I mean, did you have any experiences with men where you even wanted?
I didn't want to suck no dick.
Ever. You never wanted
I've
the
never
men you
craved having a dick in my mouth ever in my
So
life.
the experiences you had were truly just trying to get your brain in a different place then?
Oh yeah, I had to mentally say, okay, I'm taking this one for the team. Men just be sweating, and
Women don't sweat.
I mean, I understand why men
You like
sweat
women
because
sweat.
when
You don't
I'm
want men
strapping up and I'm fucking putting in my best work, I'm sweating my ass off as well.
I be
So I
getting too.
understand the
Yo,
sweat.
strapping is hard.
Have you ever been strapped?
What? Yes. I was gay for, let me see. I was gay for like the middle of the show.
Have you been in a relationship with a woman before?
Yeah, that's really why I can't sleep with other women. It's almost so, I'm so still hung up on her that my women experiences are very tied to her still.
Mm-hmm.
But
That is crazy that you said it because I got another friend
same thing.
who she went gay for the first time ever, met some woman, and she's like, Punkie, help, I can't get over this bitch.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what the fuck? She was like, y'all bitches, y'all got some type of just jujitsu shit that y'all be working with.
It fucked me up.
We do have the ability to do that.
I'd be interested in dating a woman if she were okay with
A stud
me
woman or a
being
feminine woman?
feminine woman.
Feminine woman.
But there are some really fine studs out there. Sometimes I'd
I
be looking
know.
at some studs, I'd be like,
And you know what makes it harder
I
too
might.
is like my friends
Like
that are
Brittany
studs
Griner.
hate that shit.
Brittany
See,
Griner
we gotta
could.
stop doing it to Brittany.
Brittany Griner could.
Brittany,
I would
you know,
Short
climb,
haircut, Brittany too.
I would climb that tree. I really would.
Now, I wouldn't climb that tree because where I come from,
It's
if I
gay.
fuck
That's
with a
gay.
stud is gay.
Have you fucked with a stud?
Never.
Do studs like?
But
have
I-
studs ever
I-
like approached you?
No, we can't do that. That's gay.
There are, Punkie, there are no bylaws. There are no laws.
But now
in the
that I'm
community
grown-
No, that
says
shit
you
is
can.
gay as fuck.
Now that I'm growing up and I'm coming out of, just following the
rules.
cultural rules or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, I still wouldn't mess with a stud, but I'm also not gonna shut it down either. I'm not gonna sit up
Oh.
here and just, you know what I'm saying?
Have you ever like had some sort of interaction with a stud, like a sexual?
The crazy thing, it was a white woman. And I remember it was like 10 years ago, and I was
Punkie
a waitress. Listen, we didn't do anything, but
Punkie out here licking the oppressor.
She was the sweetest. She used to come see me at work. I was a waitress.
Okay.
And she used to come see me at work, and she used to always tell us all the time at the comedy store.
Oh, that's
And
right. That's right.
shit.
Okay. That's right.
And man, she just come and man, she would just compliment me. Now, mind you, when I started working at the comedy store, they wanted cocktail waitresses, so I had to go pretend like I was a cocktail waitress. So I couldn't be a stud.
Had your titties out.
Yeah, I was
Punkie had her
cute.
titties out trying to get tips.
I dressed
Did you still give stud vibes
like
though?
for the first 4 months, like right after the 90-day probation, I was cute. Like I went to work like that. With hoop earrings on, with my jewelry.
Oh my God.
I had
So you
my
out here
little
looking like
braids.
one of them characters you be in on SNL.
Once
we
them
be
90 days
having
was
Punkie in
over,
dresses and she be so mad. I'm like, I'm so tired of being in these wigs and
walking in
dresses.
heels,
Yeah.
No, I have to go watch it. I have to go watch something.
yeah. Oh God.
So when you, and now I'm interested too, because that's a really good point to bring up. It's like, okay, if two studs are into each other, what the fuck? I feel like I would look confused. Like, what?
Well, I mean, somebody just
Because see,
somebody
gay
gotta get
niggas can
strapped
do
up.
that shit all day. They always
Yeah.
fuck their own boys.
What the thing
Yeah.
also is like, but also what I learned as I got
Facts.
older and moved to California, there's different gay rules for different regions.
That's true.
So it's like the South, we have these little rules, but when I moved to California, I saw they didn't do that. It was
Anything
lipstick
goes.
lesbians with lipstick lesbians. It was
That's what I have.
dykes with dykes. Studs with, they didn't care.
You know
over
what?
that.
Isn't it funny how the South still is just very like,
Even
you
in the
gonna be
gay
gay,
community.
like be Big Frida, they fucking with her and nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's kind of like that from like, I guess, I mean, Midwest and Southern culture kind of
Yeah.
go hand in hand. But I know for a fact, and I was just talking to somebody about this. I know for a fact that when, I don't know why I chose to become this candid with my family, but I know that when I told my family that I was out here topping the boys, they were much more relieved.
bro,
They were far more happy
I've
than
had my
the
friends tell me
idea
that
of
too.
me getting
that their
penetrated.
fathers are happy that like at least you doing the fucking. And
Exactly.
it's like, God
yeah.
damn.
And you know what?
Yeah.
If that's what brings me and my father closer, then I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
All right.
My people just happy I'm not getting smashed by dudes.
Well, now they are.
Now they are.
Yeah, I'm not getting,
So our vanilla shit for the week, if you've never listened to Horrible Decisions, it's our Sex in the News segment. I feel like y'all might have seen this pop up on Instagram where it said most dating app users, actually specifically Tinder, are in relationships, are married. You saw that?
I did. Yeah.
I actually have 2 sets of friends that met on Tinder that are married and happy as ever.
Really?
Yes.
Tinder?
2
So
sets.
like Hinge or Bumble.
Actually, I just married a couple in St. Martin.
You do that?
met on Tinder. Yeah, I'm
Punkies
official.
ordained.
Mm-hmm.
What made you do that?
A friend of mine wanted to get married 5 years ago, and she was like, "Bitch, you gonna marry us?" I said, "Okay."
And now you just do it for everybody?
Wouldn't that
If
be
they
crazy? Is that how
ask
if that's how everybody got ordained? A friend was just like, "Bitch, you gonna marry us?" Like,
I'm like,
I would love
yeah.
for that to be everybody's story.
and I love love. So,
So is it, you
They,
said what? And you
they
love
did a
love.
survey on 1,300 users, and over half were in a fucking relationship. And the surprising part is that the big percentage is not going to generally find a date when they're on there.
I get
But these
that.
married motherfuckers is. And so I think what makes it so difficult is like, you know, I'm on the apps, right? And I'm not even thinking about that shit when I'm swiping. I'm just assuming you single. So fuck the fact that it's already hard to find somebody cute. Shit, before the cameras came on, I was telling Punkie how this nigga want me to take a 45-minute drive to Harlem. No. I live downtown. You have a car. You need to come to me.
Hmm.
What the fuck am I?
I'll schedule me a ride. Or something.
Hello? Even then.
So wait, I might have misunderstood what you said. You said most of the people meet and get married, or most of the people are married
on
that's
Tinder,
on there.
There's a high percentage of people on Tinder who are already in committed relationships, but are still on Tinder.
I
just-
misunderstood that completely.
Yeah, but
Sorry about that.
no, but now I think that article and that study actually makes Tinder make a whole lot of more sense, especially not even just Tinder, all of these swiping apps, because no one really talks to each other on there anymore. I don't like
You just match. You see.
You just match, you know. And I noticed it because like it just starts to feel like you collecting sheep at some point. Like you just kind of like getting all these numbers and these names and these people, but you never really interact with them. Like there's so many conversations on my like Tinder and my Riot like just pile up because the inbox is just like full of like, hey, and then you don't hear from people anymore.
Mm.
And I mean, I know it from my own. I mean, I know sometimes dudes will be hitting me up and I'll just be like, oh yeah, we matched, but I don't know. I took a second look at your face and maybe not.
Also, like, people can do little things that start fucking me up on these apps.
Mm.
They either start saying something super corny or when niggas start sending the emojis, like, I literally, when men write me with a lot of emojis, I have to think, did I click women as well?
Oh wow.
Now, I'm sorry to
That's
be that
something
person.
good to know.
For real, like
telling
what
your
is
truth, yeah.
They be sending me the princess thing and hearts and you don't fucking know
Greetings,
me, dog.
queen.
I don't know oh my God.
Grand Rising. You get that?
I
You
get
that?
God morning a lot.
Oh,
God morning.
You need to
bro,
stop.
you got more than me. I'll never talk to you.
They are heterosexual
Rising,
men out here saying
that's
God
a warning.
morning.
Damn, the man that
That's
got
the
me this
gayest thing I've
necklace.
ever heard.
The necklace, mind you, this necklace somewhere it says Empress on it. He be
That's
saying God
crazy.
morning. He's one of my friends.
Is he in his 60s?
No, but one of my friends, he's also 38. One of my friends met him and said, "Girl, you got your little earth tone, nigga."
Earth tone.
I did meet him at a flea market. Okay.
Oh.
So, but that's very LA though.
Yeah.
Ooh, especially the black flea market. It's like everyday people, but with clothes.
Bet. I need to go.
You
I
need to
never
go?
did no dating app.
I thought you were in a
You've
relationship.
never been in a dating app?
No, I've always okay. Let me. I've been on this thing called Downlink. You don't know about? You remember Downlink?
Girl, you are telling your age, even though you already said your age.
Downlink?
I did Downlink.
Downlink. That is
Back in the day.
before apps. There were okay. So there was a Downlink. There was a.
Is this the gay shit? Tell us
It's
the gay
the gay
shit.
What's the
shit.
gay
Downlink.
stuff?
It was for gay stuff. Adam for Adam.
I know that one.
Adam for Adam was. Oh, that's like
I don't remember him.
Adam for Adam. Well, it was gay. You wouldn't have been on it.
Hold on, did you have to
Oh.
type in the website Downlink?
Yeah, it wasn't an app. It was like you had to go on.
Oh,
this
that's
was
like
back
when
in
I
the
was
day.
on Plenty of Fish.
And BGC Live was
Not the Bad Girls Club?
It was not before Bad Girls Club.
Boy,
it was
girl.
blackgaychatlive.com. And that was the first time I ever like was online chatting with dudes like in Chicago, out of town. And
Did you
stuff.
have like dick pics to send, or this was before dial?
You had to like you had
Webcam
to see,
it.
you had to unlock. There's always been a culture of like hidden pictures, so you have to unlock for the other person.
That's
on the other
interesting.
Side.
Do you have to pay for the unlock?
I don't recall ever paying for BGC Live for
That's-
Black Gay
I
Chat.
never heard of none of that.
It was
It was
me.
for-
It was for
Where are you
dudes.
meeting people at then?
First of all, I was in a
Lesbians have
relationship.
historically had a hard time.
I'm a Taurus. I love long relationships. So when I'm in one, I'm in one.
I'm a Pisces. You know that's the most compatible sign? When's your birthday?
I heard about Pisces, blah, 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 blah,
no,
blah.
Pisces and Taurus. My
Pisces.
ex-girlfriend was.
Pisces are so damn emotional.
So what?
I feel like I'm watching a game of tennis right now because this ain't
Wait,
even
when's your
really
birthday? You May Taurus?
Wasn't
I'm
even my
Taurus.
thing.
No, I'm April Taurus.
Okay. What are you?
December 16th.
Sagittarius.
Okay.
I never know what I never know what that means just because I'm not really like into astrology
I'm
like
not-
that. I let everybody tell me what it is, and every time someone
just-
tells me something about it, I'm like, well, that sounds great.
I pick the good shit. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so creative. But that emotional shit is real as fuck.
It's just crazy. I mean, I get emotional too sometimes. I usually sweep it under the rug and then blow up when I get drunk, but I'm working on that. But I've been in a relationship most of my life, but I was a hoe for like 2 or 3 years.
That's
and then
not
I
that
had a
long.
ball.
But 38, 2 or 3 years of hoe, and that's
I
all
mean,
you got?
I hold out a little bit while I was in my relationship. I mean, not when I was married. I stopped when I was married.
How long were you married?
We was married for 7 years.
Shit.
Yeah.
Gay marriage. That's 20.
I was just gonna say,
put 20. Just
lesbian,
say
that's
20.
100.
Yeah.
But no, actually, that's not that long because lesbians, that's your culture.
But see, I was with her for 20 years though.
Oh
On and
my
off.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
So how do you get off of the 20-year train?
You say, bye, bitch. I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done with this toxic shit. Fuck these dogs. I'm out.
Fuck the dogs.
The crazy thing is, gay people weird as fuck, man. Why I'm on dog support every week, every year. I mean, every month I give her $200 for all their food.
You are the second
toys.
lesbian in my life to go through a divorce.
Are you
I've seen.
fucking kidding me? You have dog
I
support?
take care of my kids. Hell yeah, I ain't playing no games.
You be seeing them?
Yeah, I go see my kids. I be like, hey, I'm coming out on the 16th. You think I could get them from the 17th through the 19th? She be like, I'm going to see. Just call me when you get here. It'd be some real
Oh, I used to do
drama.
that with my ex. Literally, the studio manager for this fucking location did a drop off for me one time. Like, fuck that nigga. But I feel like with lesbians, it's so much friendship that you build in another woman that there's this almost like a sisterhood that you can't have in a different relationship where you see each other in a different way that I don't have with other male breakups.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
so
that's true. I can feel that.
yeah, it's like I wish I could explain it, but with niggas, it's just like sometimes they treat you very poorly, and with women, although we say terrible things to each other, we know that we're emotional about it.
Yeah.
So I feel like my women breakups are a lot better, but
Mhm.
niggas, woo.
Yeah,
Let's
they
talk.
get pretty
Let's talk
mean.
about dogs and Tinder and emotions. Really, just brought me back to a Tinder conversation I had a few years ago with a dude, and we were having a really nice conversation. He was gorgeous. I was really looking forward to making it happen. And then he shared with me that his dog was going blind. And now tell me if I'm heartless, but all I said was,
What, you gonna put him down?
That's exactly what I asked. And he unmatched me. Is that me? Am I wild, or was he? I've been holding on to this story for years, just because
You told him. Why would you ask him that?
Because you're fucked up.
Because I come from all of this talk about passing dogs. Y'all talking about visiting dogs.
Are we acting very California right now?
Ain't no dog that important enough to me to go back to somebody from a previous relationship. I would just go get a new dog. Dogs to me are so disposable.
Oh,
have you ever had one?
Like yes, I grew up with dogs in my house, but me and my mom used to move around a lot, and sometimes we would move into these apartment buildings where you weren't allowed to have pets. So
I understand why you don't date niggas right now.
I'm sitting up here like.
So am I awful? Am I awful? Oh, okay, I didn't know. Yeah.
I'm about to be unfriended.
I can't wait to see the comment section on this
Bro,
podcast.
when I worked in an office, I remember one of the girls called out because her dog died, and literally the way my boss looked, I was like, he was like, I don't give a shit.
It's a fucking dog.
I was like, damn.
I love dogs, but I mean, not enough to unmatch somebody for asking if I'm gonna put the dog. It's blind. What use do you have? See, what use do you have for a dog that's blind?
It's on a leash anyway.
First of all, my dog, he's 18 and he's blind, and dogs have better senses than humans, number one.
What that got to do with me, the person that got to take care of this motherfucker?
When he walking through the house, he got it.
All right.
But you can't move, right?
When he walking through the house, he be like a tap, tap, a tap, up, that's a door, a tap, that's the floor. He's smart. What good? I'm not putting him down. He got a good heart.
What good do I have for a dog? I come home from a long day. He can't even find me when he run into the door.
He can smell you.
Whatever. I'm like,
I need all
feel
my
like that
dog
wasn't.
people.
See why he's behind the scenes?
All my dog people get his ass.
Shit. Okay.
Oh my God.
The hors d'oeuvre. Now,
I'm glad I shared that though.
fucking asshole. The hors d'oeuvre is our segment where someone shares a sex tip. So I would like both of you to share an oral sex tip.
Oh.
Ooh.
You go first because I have something. That
oral
is
sex tip?
Oral sex.
I can't speak on men. I can't speak on sucking no dick.
Okay, sure.
But what I can speak on. Okay, so I've had head from a lot of different women. And a lot of different women, they only use the tongue.
Okay.
You got to use your whole fucking face.
That's a great tip.
Nose, forehead, chin, and don't.
So you want their head in there?
Put
There's the
all
pressure.
You heard what R. Kelly say? Put the whole damn head, whole thing.
Now we
Whole
thought
thing.
we was gonna have to bleed the sag and whoa.
I didn't know what lyric you were getting ready to quote. So
You gotta use the whole damn thing.
Okay.
And don't just be sitting up there. Nah, suck them lips, getting them creases, thighs, all like getting the creases of the lip and the thigh.
I like when someone starts with the thigh. I do that with men and women though. I start with the thigh.
You start with the thigh with men?
I'm too ticklish.
Yeah, because it's
for
super
you.
sensitive in there. Like
For the men, I can't imagine men liking you licking their thighs.
I don't lick the thigh.
I don't like that. That area is very sensitive to me, and I know it's supposed to arouse you, but I'm a little jittery when it comes to that.
Because you're scared of the booty hole?
No, it's just I don't know. Just something about that area is very sensitive for me. So like whenever a dude has tried to like do that, I'm always kind of like jumpy. I don't know. I go through a little anxiety when I'm having.
Well, I guess I'll never be sucking his dick.
Well, no, please go down there. But like the thigh area, I don't need.
Hold on, wait.
part.
I need another man to confirm.
I don't need that part.
Wolf, no thigh.
Like licking.
I like to, when I'm getting on my knees, like I kiss the thighs before I start putting the dick in my
I don't know why I feel like that's gay.
I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. Just go.
I just like it because dudes get harder and harder, and they be like, "Oh my god, put it in your mouth," and you like doing everything. But that's my favorite thing.
Have you watched? Do y'all remember them Zane Chronicles?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
I remember every girl watched.
Man, they had a
Reading
Zane
those
Chronicle where old boy was getting head, and it was just so good. His legs just went up, and he was just sitting up like, oh. I'm trying to figure out, did Zane make that up? Or is that a thing?
Legs to the moon.
First of all, Zane got me really upset because Mandy and I, she wanted to come on a podcast. We flew to Atlanta. She canceled on us day of.
Whoa.
Then we just happened to be there again. She wanted to come on and canceled on us again.
Oh, no.
And you know how good your work got to be for me to actually forgive it?
Mm-hmm. Well, she raised an entire generation of women.
Of horror.
Of horror. I will let you say it.
No. Okay, well, actually, I can't just be an oral sex tip because we do need, I feel like we need a scissoring tip or a fingering tip. So when you made a comment about women getting finger blasted, a dude said to me, like, I don't understand how you and your ex had sex in so many places, like dressing rooms, bathrooms, this, that, plane. I'm like, well, because we fuck with our hands, bro. Like,
Fair.
but my favorite way to have lesbian sex is scissoring, though.
So I'm not too big on scissoring, but I will fuck like men fuck without the penis.
You like fucking with a strap, like,
But no, without the strap. I just glide and slide. You just.
So you just ramming yo.
It's not ram. It's a glide. It's a glide and slide.
But if it's
hold on, wait, give me more detail because I don't think I've ever been glided.
You gotta glide and slide. Like
So
every woman that I get with, they be like, "The fuck are you doing?"
So instead of, am I doing this right? Instead of this,
we do that sometimes.
What you're speaking of is more like a
if you about. I will open
bumping coochies.
I will open her legs, pull her to me, and then I just get to work.
Does that do anything?
Hell yeah,
because it's like stimulation.
Oh well, you know what? So is it? Would you liken it to like putting like sitting underneath the faucet in the tub?
Huh?
What?
I hear a lot of female.
He really is gay.
I hear a lot of female comedians talking about they go in the tub and they run the water on the faucet in the tub and they put vagina underneath it and it just runs it. Is that sort of what it does?
Head. I mean, it depends on.
Or the shower head.
I did that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It depends on where I'm at mentally.
Okay. I'm learning so much today.
That's not pussy for me.
Yeah.
Think about to get on Grindr.
I'm gonna go outside and be straight.
No.
Convert.
Now, that's interesting to me because I used to say, and my homegirls that are straight thought it was so weird. I'd be like, oh my God, I put my pussy everywhere on the titties, it'd be on the stomach. Yeah. It's just like very messy. And I think something that I don't get from male sex is like, even though I've realized over time, like I do enjoy penetration, I think my orgasms were stronger with sex with women because there's so much clitoral stimulation and you get in the whole pussy, right? It's like when she was talking about face. So the problem with men that they're not understanding about the vulva, the vagina, everything is that there's so many nerves. I understand everybody told y'all about the clit. But that is not the only place. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they feel like they following this rule book on the clit. And really, it's like, bro, I have more pussy.
Yeah, that's
it's like,
and see, that's probably part of the reason why I'm gay because y'all got too much going on.
It's a lot.
It's too much geometry, and I'm bad at math.
Sucking dick is so much more easy.
It's a whole lot of angles, but the dick is right there.
I feel like sucking dick might be easy in terms of the movements, but I feel like I would be like, oh fuck, when are you gonna come?
but fingers with women, you never know.
This is where my advice comes in. I think for the oral.
Please tell us how to suck a dick.
Second, you can't just be sucking on it. Like sucking on it just like doing that. Sucking on it will not get the job done. You have to also sort of figure out a way, either with your mouth or with your hands, to masturbate. Because like I feel like people often think, oh, I'm gonna just suck it, and then you get tired. And most times dudes aren't gonna tell you exactly what to do. But you absolutely have to be in some way massaging it the way he would be if he were doing it himself.
And the real thing is too, because our mouth can't be enough of pressure. And
it's
I think that people
no one's
pressure.
Mouth is. Yeah.
Like
pressure.
So with hands,
your mouth is not like
you're doing a lot of hand work.
Because the vagina squeezes.
Well, yeah.
Actually, I'll be thinking about that sometimes.
Oh,
but you can't be like, but having your hand on it, you still can't be squeezing it to death. There has to be like male ejaculation comes from the tip. The shaft, you're not really doing. The shaft is only like part of it. Most of the work has to be on the tip. For me, at least.
Oh. Like
you have to like. It's the most sensitive part of the penis. So in order for you to actually get the result that you need in a fast enough time, you need to go at a right pace. And I don't care what nobody say. If a dude starts saying, keep doing it just like that, keep doing it just like that.
Anybody says that.
If anybody say that.
Don't slow. Okay, we speak for everybody.
Oh my God, I be saying that. Why
like,
do you
stay right there?
Don't
stay on that speed.
I don't say that shit anymore.
Change.
I feel like I'm fucking it up when I say it because then niggas just start doing other shit. What the fuck did I just say?
I know it's almost like opposite.
Well, let's just reiterate for everybody out there in the world. Please, when someone says just like that, keep it just like
that.
Bro,
I almost got carpal tunnel from that shit. Because
do what you got to do.
My shit is like, I've noticed the greatest reaction from, of course, at the tip, but like, we always see the basket weave in motion. I've realized like being on the tip and going back down because sometimes it's too sensitive.
Yeah.
especially if they're uncircumcised.
Yeah.
If they tell me do the same thing, bruh, I feel like I'm in a workout because little movements is worse than big ones. I'll be like,
Little movements worse than big.
I'll be like, that shit is tough. But I also am so like ego driven that I can't not be the best dick sucker you ever had. That's why it's hard for me to be gay because it's like one bitch said I eat the best pussy, and I could tell another one was like, do this, do that, do this. While I appreciate that, actually, I interviewed her on here, Aisha. She was also a guest star. We talked about the day I ate a pussy. But I remember she gave me the most instruction. And I was like, am I bad or is she just very good at knowing how to make herself come?
I think instruction, I feel like, was it the first time you did it or like maybe the third or the fourth?
It was the first.
I don't like too much instruction the first time. Just go on and do whatever it is you down there doing and then we'll talk about it. Because we're not about to ruin the moment with that. No. Let's go to lunch and talk about it or some shit like that. Let me tell you what you did wrong, bitch.
I have a question for both of you. So let's say someone's giving you head, a woman's giving you head, or someone's giving you head. Do y'all do women tend to come from getting ate out? Does that happen a lot? Or what is
Well, the crazy thing is I'm an old woman. I'm old now. So
when did you get old?
I'm 38.
When was your old age?
I don't be thinking about Punkie. She be talking shit. I ain't really thinking about her. Like,
I'm gonna just tell you. I'm just tell you. My little coochie had been around, so it takes a lot for me to bust one.
Really?
But unless you learn it to the T. Now the woman I'm with right now, she done learned this motherfucker.
She figured it out.
How long y'all been
She
dating?
done figured it 2.5 years.
Okay.
How long did it take her to learn?
Like 2 years. But you gotta learn it and also I had to learn her too because the woman I dealt with before her didn't like loved aggressive pussy. She'd be like, stay on it. Just get it right now. She don't like that. She wants you to start off slow, tongue kissing it.
She didn't want her. She didn't want your head in there.
She don't like aggressive.
You got to work up to that. It's like almost going to Pound Town. But it's like you got to work up to it. And she also, the woman I'm wearing now, she also don't like the tip of my tongue. She likes the back of it. So I know trust me, it's weird.
It's hard to brush up the back of your tongue when you fucking brushing your teeth, let alone, how you getting that far back?
By the wisdom teeth?
That's confusing.
Literally like underneath.
Underneath my tongue. I didn't mean to say the back. Underneath. Sorry about the miscommunication.
Wait, so how does that?
That's what I was thinking too. Hold on,
listen, I have.
So what you doing, Nick? I don't even know.
Maybe the tip of the tongue flicks too much.
Have you? Do you
I
come
have
from
a
getting
very
it?
aggressive tongue.
Yes, but only with men that love eating pussy.
They love eating pussy.
Like I feel like some people, you probably know what I'm talking about. When
not the men part.
Someone's eating your pussy and you feel like they're going through motion of something they learned, where they're like, it's almost robotic.
Yeah.
Have you ever let a man eat your pussy before?
Yeah. Oh yeah. If anything, yeah, you
How
can eat it.
I feel like Barbara Walters. I'm really getting it out of her Punkie.
So there have been times where I'm like single and I'm wilding out. I have had some crazy wilding out times where I'll just like hoe out crazy for 2 months. And if I'm just at a bar and I'm drunk and you be like, I'm like, hell yeah. I don't give a fuck. But
what kind of guys come for you?
Ooh, I want that too.
The crazy thing is, it only be old men. So only old men, and also old men not gonna ruin my reputation. They ain't gonna say nothing, right?
This clip will.
So this one dude, this had to be like maybe 2 years before I got married when I was just in these streets, and he loved me. He came to my job all the time. He's like, I love you so much. And then finally, I was like, all right, fine. I had like shots of Everclear.
Oh, girl.
God, you wanted to be dead.
I was crazy. Crazy.
Everclear make you switch teams.
It was crazy. And he just looked at me. He was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, come on, let's go in the truck. And so we went in the truck. We went in the truck, but he fucked it up because he was growling and doing all kinds of and I kept
Punkie was fucking DMX.
They probably do too much for you. Okay, so hold on, wait, put a pause on this. Is the next show at 7? They're outside the door.
Okay, I just had one quick follow-up question.
Just put a note first.
I had one quick follow-up.
And then I'm gonna do home
for the comment thing that I asked y'all. Because I asked that because if a woman is coming from head, does it hurt or is there some sensation if a person keeps going? Wow, like that's the same way. Like if a dude,
my clit gets too sensitive, yeah.
And you want to like push them, but do you stop or do you want them? Do you really want them to stop?
Yes, I want them to put their mouth somewhere else but the clit. I be pushing the head like.
Am I evil?
It can get something sensitive, but I have had some moments where I've made sounds that I never knew I could make because it just feels
Let's
so
hear what it was like.
good. That I've tried, maybe like my
She
girl
started barking like DMX.
My girl got my ass the other day. Like, she must have missed me. I don't know what was going on. But she did some crazy shit to me. And I was like, I was like, what are you doing down there? I was like, stop. It was just too much. Then she fucked me up and I was like, I don't do vibrators. People have been trying vibrators on me. I was like, it ain't gonna work. So I laid back in the bed. I was like, go ahead, try it. Go ahead. Man, she put that rose down there.
Fucked you
Done.
up.
Really?
Rocked
It
your world.
messed me. No, it made me. I came.
Maybe it's the
hard.
suction.
I was
started
dizzy.
crying?
After, no, I ain't.
Oh,
Cried.
I thought
I
you
was
were
dizzy.
going to
It was the first time I had a dizzy.
Well, damn.
Maybe you are getting old. I was like it. Okay, wait.
I mean, am I crazy? Am I terrible? Because like sometimes a dude will be like, stop. And I'm like, well, no, you don't.
No,
You don't
I be
mean
thinking that too.
You don't mean that. I'm going to keep going.
Da, 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 da.
This is fun for both of
Yo,
us.
the nigga that I fuck with, his name is BDD on the show. And after I be like, I just feel like I'm the best bitch that ever sucked his dick, and I know it.
Mhm.
And when I watched this video of me sucking his dick the other day, because my whole ass be wanting to know. You know, I want to watch my work.
My
Yeah.
whole ass.
And whenever he comes, this is like 2 or 3 times I've seen it. He pulls his dick back from me. He's like, oh, he take the fork, put his hand on my forehead and be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he'll hold the tip of his dick so I can't fucking get to it.
I recently had a guy like straight up being like, dude, stop, dog. I swear to God, I'm gonna whoop your ass, dog. Stop. But then
my God,
like,
that's hot.
but then he wasn't pushing me off. So I was like, oh, I'm like Oprah. What is the truth?
That's what in my gay like porn fantasy.
Are you
that's
mad
what
or
they're saying.
not? Yeah.
It's like they play basketball probably with Punkie and Alex, and he's like, I ain't going for her. Okay, wait. Let me do this whole mail real quick. Ladies, first of all, let me say I was at your Cincinnati live show and I had a ball. Love y'all so much. Glad I was able to see you on the Climax tour. Now that I just left a 4-year relationship about 2 months ago, because the day after his birthday, bitch, you got to put some periods in here. About 2 months ago, the day after his birthday, I woke up around 3 a.m. He was not home, so I looked at his location, did some investigating, found out he was with another woman. I moved out with our 2-year-old child, and after about a month, after the move out, a man from Florida slid in my DMs. We got on FaceTime, texted for a minute, and he told me that he wanted to come and fly me out. He wanted me to come and fly out. So boom, flight is booked, hotel is booked. I have to tell my baby daddy that he needs to keep our son the time of the trip. I said it was a girl's trip. Fast forward, my baby daddy's at my house to see my son. And while I was clueless, I went without my Apple Watch. Oh, so now he found all the messages of Florida Bay and the trip. So now he's making me feel guilty, saying I'm bogus, that if I go on this trip, he's no longer going to be nice. How he's saying that I'm doing this too soon and all a bunch of bullshit. I know you both left long relationships. Do you think there's such thing as too soon? Am I being fast or is he a pussy asshole? Now you was in the longest one, so tell us that.
Well,
If you were about to watch the dogs and you saw her Apple Watch,
first of all, let's be clear. If we broke up,
we broke up.
From the second we break up, I'm none of your business no more.
Agreed.
I'm
I
none of your
completely
business no
agree.
more.
At that second, and also you could dish it, but you can't take it. So why? Let's think about why I moved out this house in the first place.
Hello.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, we might really need to listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
Girl, I was just going to say that is a huge thing about control. And don't let that nigga be like, you're a mother. No. Hell no. Like, you need to have some fun time. You need to meet someone else. Get flued out and have your whole face.
Yeah.
Punkie had 2 or 3 years. You need 20.
Yeah.
They already got a nigga on trouble on the internet right now talking about you a mother. So that gets you nowhere.
That was my pun.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna stop being nice. Look, you literally did the meanest thing in the relationship. Like you cheated, and now you're gonna start like. Oh no. I mean, I kind of feel like it's like this thing with like men who really want. They feel like because even if they're not in your life, because you have this kid, they still feel like there's some level of control and some say so that they have. And it's, to me, that just sounds like, well, he ain't getting no pussy right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But honestly, man, I've heard so many baby daddies use that excuse of I can't watch your kid while you with another nigga. I can't do this or that. Okay, so you want me to pay a babysitter and you ain't gonna be with your own baby?
Or you want me to take the baby to meet the nigga?
Yo.
Because he coming.
Meet your new, my son need a new pappy. Come on, Pound Town.
This whole story, heterosexuality just seems very stressful. Every time I think about, I should maybe do women again.
It's just bitches.
Straight
Lesbians
people
are
do
too.
not make this shit look fun at all. There's always some fighting and drama.
Y'all tell the listeners how to support you in this time of a strike. What's the easiest way to, whether it be coming
to the comedy clubs, come to the show.
Y'all, please, y'all don't understand.
Yeah.
If we don't sell out, we don't make no money. Come help us make this money.
Yeah,
Come help us pay these bills. We ain't had a check since April.
We on the road. Yeah.
Now the show has to be sold out for y'all to make some bread?
I mean,
we make bread, but we
oh.
make real bread.
Sometimes they throw you a little extra if you sell it out.
You get bonuses.
Yeah.
We know that. Come see us on the Climax tour.
Yeah.
But right now, like the show, like SNL, like we got the most like stand-ups. That's ever been working on screen and behind the scenes. Like literally almost all of us are on tour right now. Like writers, stand-up, everybody's like on the road. She just got back from Florida. I just got back from DC. Yeah. I'm leaving back out at the end of the week, and she's leaving out.
I didn't even realize Questlove was doing all these tours because the nigga ain't doing a fucking show right now. Like,
nice show.
You know, so
we out here in these streets. That's how you can support. That's how you can support us. But also like, you know, some of these people, a lot of people also are just like, a lot of actors and writers aren't stand-up comedians like we are. So like they, you know, repost them damn memes and them articles and Fran Drescher screaming at people every day on the news. Go ahead and repost that and make send the word out.
No, that's helpful. I think people genuinely want to know how to help y'all, how to support you, especially when they're fans of your work too. So check them out. And also patreon.com/Whoreible Decisions. Check out our bonus episodes, our town halls. Every 1 month we do that. And we got to come do an episode with you and Dicey.
Oh, 100%, please.
Where the fuck is your podcast, nigga?
I don't have one. I feel like I'm a better podcast guest than I would be host. I don't think people really need to see and hear from me every single week. I don't know.
Maybe it's too much when you work together.
I don't know. Yeah. People ask me that all the time. Like, you need to have a podcast. You be having so many stories. I'm like, yeah, but y'all would get sick of me.
You give Twitter legendary vibes to me though.
But you know, I like to pop up on my friends' successful shows, you know, and then be like, hey y'all, and then I dip. You know, I feel like I'm a really great guest.
You're fantastic.
Thank
a
you.
great friend.
And you made this show very gay today. You know, this show was very gay for y'all. For me, 2019. They was tired of me talking about this.
You late, Weezy. Pride was last month. Okay, we done.
I have not been gay in like 2 years.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, I do wear Birks. Thanks y'all for listening. If you want to check these two out, please check the description of the bio to follow them and follow all their work. See you soon.